Hello everyone, my name is Khalior. I bring to you every week the latest news related to Bloodhunt and everything around it, and I help explain the news in a way to better understand. Oh, okay, that's terrible. That was a terrible intro. Help explain the news in a way to better understand what is going on. I'm gonna make it, I swear, for posterity, archival, and recording purposes. We are currently Sunday, March 24th. It is currently 6:35 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. Hello everyone. No concern, it's not the right time to redeem a French stream. I'm not gonna do it. It is currently 698 days since the official release of Bloodhunt. Currently activated in-game is the Primus Pass, and the current patch is the community update. We are recording this live on Twitch, normally every Saturday at 11 a.m. Eastern Time, but this weekend and the next weekend, the newscast is going to be happening on Sundays because on Saturday there was an event that just happened. There's going to be another event next Saturday. Yes, next Saturday. Not mixing my words. It's totally fine. Everything is cool. Everything's okay. So, if you're live with us here, please feel free to ask me questions in the chat. And as a reminder and a disclosure, I'm not a game dev. I'm not bound by an NDA, but I'll do the best to explain the news with some reasonable assumptions. And also, I do not work for Shark Mob. I just know a lot of things. That's it. We're going to, you know what, your kneecaps broken for not paying? No, pay your taxes, people in chat. You've got the taxman Mokrai that's waiting for you, everyone. All right, we're gonna immediately start with a little reminder that we do have right now currently a code, Compensation 2024. Where you get 3 outfits, a hairstyle, and 5,000 tokens. And you have up until March 31st to claim this. So we've got 1 week left. 1 week left to claim this code, to claim this bunch of tokens, and to get this like highly requested intergalactic outfit that no one got for the last year and a half. Something like that. The supercharged outfit for male is a new outfit never seen before. It used to be available only exclusively to PS5 people that pre-order the game. And again, it was a different skin. So this is a unique skin that you got here. So yeah, make sure that you go inside your Bloodhunt, inside your account on the Bloodhunt website. You log in, you scroll down towards the middle of your profile page. There's going to be a big redeem code button, and you punch that baby in the way that it's written right there in all caps, and you're going to claim that. And also, I mean, if you don't know, there are other codes that exist. As you're currently seeing on the right side of the screen, a whole bunch of codes that we have out there if you want to get some outfits, there's some outfits, there's a bunch of customization items, some icons, some banners, whole bunch of things. All of that is there, but all of these codes are expiring at the end of the year. But this one is expiring at the end of the month. So little reminder for everyone, because this is a huge amount of tokens that you can spend in the in-game shop. In the game. All right. Another kind of little reminder for everyone to be sure that you spend the time to do it. We've got currently the Twitch drops of the month. They will end on Friday morning. They are available from watching some of the top 100 streamers, the streamers that their stream has been tagged to have the Bloodhunt drops. And it is a total of 8 hours of Bloodhunt that you have to watch from any of these people. Like, it doesn't matter, like, you don't have to watch 8 hours on one single person. The counter continues if you go from stream to stream. So the first 4 hours you get to claim the Burnout outfit, the Feel the Burn outfit, the Please Die outfit, and the White Mask. After those 4 hours, you go inside your inventory, you claim that, and the moment that you claim that, that starts the next 4 hours, so you can claim the Milk outfit and the Swift Vision eyewear, which you can claim after another 4 hours. So this is the last week to get those. And yeah, as a little reminder for everyone, that means that next Thursday, the upcoming Thursday, we will get a new list of top 100 streamers for the month of April. So, if you want to get inside that list, you gotta stream Bloodhunt during the month. So, at some point it's on Wednesday evening / Thursday morning, because the developers are in Malmö, Sweden. They are going through a website and they are going to look at the top 100 people that have streamed like in the most hours Bloodhunt. And let's look at this. This is, hold on. This is the website. This is the website that you have to consult. This is the tool that's being used if ever you want to know how it works, how the top 100 list is being determined. This link here on the Sully Gnome website, it goes through most watched channels in the past 30 days for Bloodhunt. And all you got to do here, hold on, I'm just going to magnify this a little bit. The second column here, you just click on the little triangle pointing down. So you can order by stream time hours. So it's the people that stream the Bloodhunt game the longest, also legitimate hours, no AFK restreaming or sleep streams or any of that, actual streaming of the game. And there you go. They go through the list. You click on the tabs here, go at the bottom, and then you can see right here. Unfortunately, like my picture's in the way. Let me see if I can get that out of the way for a second. Oops, if I use studio mode. There we go. Place 100 over here, Louis Stein, has streamed 15 hours of Bloodhunt in the last 30 days. So if you want to get inside that list, you got to reach at least this amount of hours if you want to be in the list. Of course, there's a few people that have been naughty. They're not going to be in the top 100, but even though they put the hours in, they get a slap in the wrist that they don't have the drops on their stream. But it's a little indication here. This website updates every day in terms of like this big list of hours. So if you are trying to get yourself on the top 100 list, you have a few days left to get on that list. War Diablo, Kate has actually streamed quite a few hours today. So tomorrow this is gonna be like she's gonna be like boosted. She's gonna be boosted up the list. Don't worry. It doesn't take a lot of hours. It used to be that originally. For the longest time, 25 to 30 hours was the minimum that you needed if you wanted to be in the top 100. But that is not the case anymore. But yeah, this is the way. This is the link is right there. It's also, if ever you're watching this on YouTube, the link is also in the description with all of the other links that I've been sharing on the screen. All of them are there. So this is the tool that is being used to determine the top 100 list. I also have a little link here that follows this this tweet here. You have a link of how to determine all of this if ever you haven't followed my instructions here. So, yes, Lynn, you are in there. What are the drops going to be for April? Well, we know. I've already told you last week, with a little addendum that I need to correct. The bow down emote is not in fact a new item. The bow down emote is in fact a store item that is already existing inside the game. That you can already find for yourself. So don't buy it in game. You're gonna get it for free. Also, you're gonna have the Coquette mask That comes from the Caged quest chain. For the people that don't do quest chains, you're gonna get it. Also from another quest chain that's called Mightier Than the Sword, there is going to be the Crooked Corporation eyewear, which is a half eyewear that you see there with a little chain on the side. And one that we don't know, there's a big question mark here. It's called the Aligned Up Beard / facial hair. This is going to be the first facial hair drop that we will ever have had on Bloodhunt. So very excited to see what it looks like. Also, it's a new thing. So I'm not gonna spit on that. So if ever you want to make sure that you got those cool drops on your stream, these are gonna be available for the whole, almost the whole month of April. There you go. We don't know exactly what's the time requirement. Probably 4 hours. 4 hours was good, but it's the community managers that decide that. So we're gonna see on Friday. All together, when those drops are going to be available, we're going to see how long what are the requirements in order to get them. War Diablo, there's going to be new emotes in May. We already know what the names are of the emotes that are going to be happening on in May, but we don't know what they are. It's going to be 3 new emotes that we've never seen before, except one that I saw on a stream that I wasn't supposed to see. I don't know if the chicken dance has made it. I know, consider the chicken dance emote. We have not seen it yet. And yes, it was in the summer update trailer of 2022. There was a chicken dance in there in the video. We still have not seen it yet. Any new fits or cosmetics in the near future? We don't know. If there's any other new cosmetics, any new other new fits, we're gonna see. Hey, I'm just gonna say, everyone, as I'm probably gonna say later, the 2-year anniversary of Bloodhunt is happening next month. So, if there's some new things, I think that we could probably see them there. I don't know. I'm going to be talking about other things, not necessarily new things. The new things, if there's anything new that we've never seen before, it's the community managers that reserves themselves the option to reveal those to us. They don't give us any hints of anything beforehand. Moving on from Twitch drops, we're going to be looking at community voting. So, the community vote. So, okay, again, this is mostly after the fact. These are the community vote results that we got for this week that we've been playing right now. So, no, Kunsero, you've got the timing wrong. Yes, that's the right timing. So, what we had this week, we had a very divided community with TDM maps at 35%. It was Memorial Park, Harbor, and Slaughterhouse. We had an event yesterday where people played on that. For legendary weapons, at 42% of the vote, we had the Golden LMG, 9-barrel revolver, and Silence SNG. And in the artifacts department, at 61% of the votes, as many had predicted, we got that combo of the Hand of Glory and the Expeditors boots. Now, not a lot of surprises here, I think. But for the votes that right now you have, if you're watching right now, you have 11 minutes to log inside the game and go do your community votes, if you haven't done it yet. I know that right now I'm doing it very late, as contrarily to what I normally do. There you go. Here's the link to what I'm showing you. So these are the votes that we currently have. So in terms of artifacts, we've got option 1, Eye of Thorns, Rogue's Ram. Option 2, Hand of Glory and Expeditors boots. Option 3, Crow Famulus and Nodus Volume. I'm gonna get back to that in a second. I'm just letting you know what's in there. For TDM maps, option 1, Graveyard, Red Light District, and Railway Station. Option 2, Rooftop Restaurant, Slaughterhouse, Memorial Park. Option 3, Old Town Square, Burning Church, and Abandoned Mall. And for legendary weapons, option 1, Dual Pistols, Silence, SMG, Auto Shotgun, Hunting Rifle. Option 2, Burst Rifle, Revolver, Crossbow, Pump Shotgun. Option 3, Pistol, Marksman Rifle, Double Tap, and Dual Crossbows. Now, I want to get back on those because these choices will affect the vote results here are going to affect the competitive trios tournament next Saturday. And I'm the one that's compiling the feedback from the people who are signing up. And there are some questions of like, what artifacts would you like to see? What legendary weapons would you like to see? Which ones would you also not like to see? So, in terms of legendary weapons, the feedback that I got is that a lot of people do not want the crossbow, and a lot of people do not want the dual crossbows. There is one team that said, I don't want the hunting rifle, but unfortunately, if I go by process of elimination, all right, it seems that option 2 and option 3 are not wanted by the majority of the competitive teams. So, if ever you want to help and you don't know which one you want to choose, I would say vote for option 1 in terms of weapons. Dual pistol, silence, SMG, auto shotgun, hunting rifle. You got some close range, you got some long range, you got some mid range in there. Really good possibilities. I think that is really, really good. Me personally, I would want to vote for the Revo. Just me out of personal, but this is not for me. Right now, I'm advocating on behalf of the people that are going to do the competitive tournament. So if ever you've already got like your votes locked in, you can always go change them. You've got 8 minutes to still change them. For TDM maps, the competitive players don't care about this. It's going to be trio, so they don't really care about that. Personally, we had Slaughterhouse Memorial Park already this week, so I would say don't vote for option 2. Probably option 1 is going to be the most preferred thing, if ever I were to suggest one. And for artifacts, the feedback that I got from the competitive players is they do not want the Eye of Thorns, and they absolutely 100% of them do not want the Hand of Glory. Now, I know some people want to see the Expeditors boots, but personally, I want all the teams that open up safes during this event to, at least every time that they open one, they will have something that they can use during the event. So, I would strongly recommend that you vote for option 3 with the Crow Famulus and the Nodus volumes. Cooldowns are being reduced, and at least you get a little run speed. Okay, so it's not the speed of the boots, it's not the speed of the double jump, but at least you get a little bit of speed there. So I would strongly recommend that you vote for option 3. You still got 7 minutes to put in your votes. But yeah, it's just to make sure, because it's going to be a little bit frustrating if ever some people open safes and they go like, wait, there's a Hand of Glory. I wasted my time opening up a safe. A lot of people would like to vote for option 2 just to be able to make sure that they've got the boots. But also, we're trying to make sure, because I don't want to police the matches and go, hey, you picked up the Hand of Glory, bad, this round your points don't count or something like that. I don't want to do any of that. Anyways, so there you go, cast your votes. And yeah, as I said, this is for the competitive trios tournament. So I've already talked to you. I'd already talked people's ears off about it. But yes, as we're transitioning into talking about events, yes, March 30th, so next Saturday, we're having a trios competitive tournament for PC players. Where they can win those fantastic competitive cosmetics. Not just these 3 masks, but also the prizes of the icons and banner that are in gold, silver, and bronze. This event is going to be happening on a private server. And this is the reason why it's only for PC players, it's not for PS5 players, because in order to get into a private server, you need to change some settings inside of Steam. PC players connect through Steam to connect to the game. PS5 players have to go through the PlayStation Network and they connect to the service of Bloodhunt. So because that option for PS5 players does not exist to like change settings and connect to another server, that's why this event has to be like separated. That's why, you know, PS5 players have to do public events of competitive events, if you understand my meaning. It's only PC players that can get into a private lobby, and that's why we can do trios competitive that way. Now, signups are going to be open for the rest. If you're live watching me, signups are going to be open for the rest of the evening. As of right now, I believe I have 13 teams that have signed up. I need 14 just to be sure. It's going to be 10 teams of trios that are going to be fighting against each other. And I want to have 4 teams that are ready to go to replace if there is any sort of issue. We don't know what's going to be happening during the week. I'm going to be announcing the list of all the teams that have signed up, that have been selected to be a part of the 10 teams. Some people, for any sort of reason, maybe they forgot they have a birthday, or they're gonna get married, or suddenly they don't like other people, like they don't like the competition that they're facing. So there might be some teams that might decide, hey, you know what, we signed up, we're backing out. In that case, that's why I want other teams to be able to step in and take their place. So that's why I've asked for 14 teams. There could be more than 14 teams that sign up. You can go ahead, and I want to make sure that the event is going to be focused on as much a competitive environment as possible. So I will be vetting everyone to see like how they are, how good their stats are in Bloodhunt. But if I don't have enough competitive, like truly competitive players joining in the event, the casual players also are going to be invited to step in, because we need 10 teams to make this like a full event. We don't want bots. We want real players. We need 30 people to go in there. So, and like I said a little bit earlier before I started the match, eventually there's going to be people that will get their competitive prize. Some people will continue to sign up until they get all the 3 prizes. But once they get all the prizes, eventually, as we continue to have events, these people will not be invited or allowed to participate anymore, because they've already got all the prizes. We got to make sure that we're going to rotate. We're going to get more people are going to get the prizes. And for that, we need to make sure that the events are going to be happening, smoothly. There's not going to be any problems. So I'm really crossing my fingers, people, to make sure that on Saturday everything goes well, because then if everything goes well, this means I will start the machine in making sure that we've got more competitive events coming again and again and again, and then more people can get those masks. Okay, everyone can see those. Right. Hold on. I have a few people asking questions. I just want to make sure about some things. I heard you can turn off crossplay and queue up at the same time. It's private? No, it's not private. Crossplay still means that you are on the public. You're still on the public servers. It's just that you're going to be fighting only PS5 players and bots. That's what it means. The crossplay is just like, do you want to play with PC or do you want to play with PC and are you going to play with only PS5, or you want PS5 and PC together inside your lobbies? Of course, in order to maximize your make sure that you got as many people inside your lobbies as much as possible, we encourage people to keep crossplay on. The way to have a competitive event that's going to be only for PS5, the way that we did it when I used to organize one was to be, okay, everything is going to be on a public server, but everyone that participates on PlayStation 5, you're going to all turn your crossplay off, and we're all going to queue at the same time. And that way, we're going to make sure that we got as many teams as possible playing against each other in the same match. It's all, we're timing it correctly. But there is a method that we've developed to make sure to increase the changes that it can be as competitive as possible. It's not a perfect solution for PlayStation, unfortunately, and there's nothing that we can't change to the game because there's no more development. They're not calling any developers back on the game, so we have to make do with what we have, and that was the best solution that we got for PS5. But right now for PC, the community managers have set up already a private server for us, and it's all ready and good to go, and we're all going to queue. All the teams are going to queue at the same time, and that's the advantage of having the private server, is that you only have the people that are inside the server. That's it. There's not going to be any random people. So as long as all 10 teams queue together at the same time, they're all going to be in the same match all the time. We might have a few false starts. I think all the other competitive events that we've had in the past, there have been some matches where some people were a little off, didn't hear the call of, the 3-2-1 queue. It's all going to be done on a Discord server, on the side. You're not going to hear any of this if you're ever watching the stream. But yeah, we're going to make sure, if there's some false starts, people are going to back out of the game. We're going to make sure everyone's back in the Elysium. It's going to take a little while. Then matchmaking system, going to queue again together. Going to make sure that everyone's in the same match. So it's 7 matches. And that's all going to be streamed. There needs to be one person that streams in every Trios team. It is important. And we also have to make sure that the VOD is posted and available for everyone to see if ever we have some people that have questions about behaviors, moments that happen. We need to be able to see the replay of everything. There's going to be other details that are going to be ironed out. And also during the week, it's going to be announced where we're going to watch it. If it's going to be on my stream or the Bloodhunt stream, it's not exactly sure yet because I didn't have time to ask, honestly. That's the only reason. But yeah. This event is for PC players only. There will be some viewer prizes, however. So make sure that whatever it's going to be announced and the event is going to happen and it's going to be on the stream, there will be prizes for viewers, both PC and PS5. It's going to be open for everyone. And it's going to be one of your last chances to get one of the 3 cosmetics that we've had, that we've been showing off to people, the Lupin outfit, Fiercely Loyal outfit, or the Fluorophore tattoo. Is going to be one of your last chances to try and get one of those. No, I will not be doing the Teach French right now. I'm doing a news stream right now. I'm recording this. iTrap VC, I've already explained it earlier. I'm not going to backtrack. After I'm done with the recording, ask me again and I'll repeat everything for you. Right now I'm doing a recording, so I'm not gonna go back. I'm not gonna re-explain what I just explained. So I'm gonna get back to you. And just stay in the stream. I'm gonna ask me when I'm done with the recording. I'm gonna answer you. So I've made reference to an event that happened yesterday. So the event that happened yesterday was the FUNament. FUNament, it was Team Deathmatch FUNament. It happened. People had a lot of fun, and I mean a lot of fun. People didn't expect to have that much fun inside Team Deathmatch. Some people played for the first time in Team Deathmatch, and they've been playing for months and months and months of Bloodhunt in solos, in trios, or whatever. Never played Team Deathmatch. We had a bunch of people playing together, and that's the point of FUNament. When we're hosting a FUNament, it's just everyone together playing the same game mode as us. We're just going to make sure that we fill the lobbies with as many people as possible, and especially TDM. It's 6 versus 6. if actual people want to join, the lobbies are more than packed with only players as much as possible. And yeah, it was a banger. It was a lot of fun. It was fantastic to watch. If ever you want to see what happened, the VOD is on the Bloodhunt game Twitch channel. And fun, you got our asses wiped. I mean, Mr. Enterprise, you had your own experience. Wish PC and PS5 could be in the same TDM lobby. Yes, that is one of the, some people say it's a good thing, some people say it's a bad thing. You know, it's because of the way that TDM, I guess, has been programmed. Also, probably because of the tracking or something like that. It's a little bit more fair to have PC and PS5 separated. We don't exactly know if there's an official reason why they've been separated when the other game modes have, you know, have have crossplay and you can fight against each other that way. It's very interesting to see. Anyways, so far posted the results of what we got. So here are the results. And also, it's not just the results, it's the feedback form. So I'll get to this. So results of what we got. We got a bunch of numbers here. 1,094 enemies were killed in total, 371 assists, 219 was the kill race winning score, 102 was the average score of everyone who participated. We got 26 participants. It's more like 26 participants who sent us their scores. There's some people that joined in just to have fun and never sent their scores in. Here's a few words from FAR. This FUNament, we had a very low amount of signups before we started the event. This makes it super hard for us to prepare the back-end things, set up streams, hire people to check submissions, etc. Therefore, we ask you to promote the event and tell people to sign up at least a day ahead. Very big thing. We need to prepare. This is a big point that we want to tell people as much as possible where we ask people to sign up for an event. Please sign up at least a day in advance so we can. There's a bunch of things that we need to prepare in the background, or else we're just scrambling at this last second to get everything happening. Oh, sorry. Yes, and we were surprised by the amount of new players that participated. Some people that told us that, you know, they were freshly new. There's one person that we had an interview with that was like, I didn't believe them. I really didn't believe them that they started playing recently and they managed to get themselves like that high up inside the scores of the game. Also, like we saw from the people that submitted their scores, there's some people that were just really fresh out of the box. Recently discovered Bloodhunt, wanted to join in the event, wanted to get some cosmetics, have a chance of winning some cosmetics and some tokens, and they just joined in. And also, if time allows, we will offer a Q&A Discord voice chat again for people struggling with signups or submissions, because that's a thing that FAR did before the event and during the event. There's some people that had questions, and she did a little one-on-one chat with people on the Discord. If ever you're struggling to fill out the form and all that sort of stuff, you have got questions, she offered that. It was very successful, so she's going to probably do that again. What is the thing? That's amazing. I would definitely join a TDM FUNament if noobs are welcome. Wired Lane, all the FUNaments are all for everyone. Noobs are welcome. It's a whole community thing. That's what I've been telling like a lot of people, is that even though we have the people that are really, really, really good, okay, there are the kill race people. They're the people that are, you know, using their skills to get at the top of the scoreboard. For the rest of the people, you just play the game, and there's the concept of closest to average. It's very random who are the people that get selected to get the random prizes. So yeah, it's, you know, everyone can join in, even if you're terrible at the game. We had some stories, some different stories of people that told us like they were terrible at the game. They don't want to even like submit their scores or any of that stuff because they're embarrassed. They had bad games and all of this, and they submit, and we managed to convince them to submit, and they win prizes. So really, these ones are not, these events are more the community playing together. The people that want to try hard, they've got their own like little prize pool for them to try hard, you know. But for the rest of the people, yeah, we got tokens, we got cosmetics, we got you covered. You have a chance to, the only thing that you need to do is participate. And even for this event, we have an icon and banner that is just for you, that you get automatically if you submit our scores, like any scores. If you submit scores of legitimate matches to us, you are granted an icon and banner for free. It's it's an icon that you can only get by joining the FUNaments, whatever they are. If they're solo, duo, trio, TDM, doesn't matter. If you just play with us and you submit, you get a free thing, guaranteed. FUNament is my #1 event. Not sweaty, actual fun. There you go. That's exactly what I mean. So the results that we got for Kill Race, we got Navy in first. We got the new person Wavy B, or as they call it, managed to get second place. Third place was Jabori. Now, we know that Navy and Jabori already had their prizes. Like, they already had all the cosmetics. So their prizes were moved down. Those prizes were allocated to 4th and 5th place in the kill race results. So see, it's not necessarily because you're at the top that you get something, because they already had everything. So they're just like, well, we're gonna give those to the other people. And that's a new rule that we added, because some people like are going like, Navy wins everything. Well, actually, Navy doesn't. Like, he has won everything a long time ago. He's just doing this for fun, to be at the top again, just to show that, you know, he's really good. And also because he really, like, if you don't know Navy, if you never talk to Navy, he's a guy that really likes fun. He thinks those events are fun. He wants to participate. He wants more competition, all that sort of stuff. So, yeah, don't worry, like, those prizes have been like trickling down to other people. We're making sure of that. And the results for closest to average, so we had Body Parts, Baby Bing, Reek, Sour, and Happy Dabs that all won some tokens and their choice of cosmetic, and you've got the results here. And we have a random winner. We actually have a new random winner than the one that we announced. There was a little issue. The random winner that was selected when we were doing the live stream was a person that won something in the viewer rewards. So we had to draw again from the people that had participated, and it's Pomelo Lab who managed to get it. Showing off your good is making other people feel bad, though. Ben Navy from FUNaments. Some people have been asking that, but we want Navy there. So anyways, so these are, if you want to see what the prizes look like, they're here. If you want to see the full results, you've got the links here. And now here comes the important part. The important part is the feedback. Because you have to like answer questions like, did you participate? Were you watching? Did you submit the scores? All that sort of feedback, okay? All sorts of blah, 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 blah feedback. Okay, but here's the real part. Here's the real important part of why you should be entering this this feedback form. Let me post it again in chat, okay? Let me post it again in chat. There you go. There's the Twitter link where you're gonna find the link of this form. Here's the thing. What game mode should be played at the next FUNament? And you can choose solo, duo, trio, TDM. You get to choose. That's the important part. That's how we decide what's going to be played next time. But I have to mention that this forum was made earlier today. And since then, some things have changed. We are planning. We haven't had approval yet, just as a disclaimer. We haven't had approval yet. But even though I said yesterday, hey, the next FUNament is going to be happening on April 20th. Our plans changed, and now we're trying to aim for April 27th, the day of the 2nd anniversary of the launch of Bloodhunt. And it's not just going to be a FUNament, it's going to be a mega FUNament. What's a mega FUNament? We're going to wait until we get approval before we start talking about it. Don't want to get ahead of myself too much, but let's just say we cooked up a plan, and if it works out, man, you want some prizes? Mega FUNament's going to give you prizes. So more news about that probably next weekend. So that's the results of the feedback of the FUNament that happened yesterday, which was Team Deathmatch. I hope that we get to organize another TDM event very soon. Really liked it. Some people have been asking, can we have competitive TDM event that happens? I was thinking maybe, but plans are changing. I can't nail anything down quite immediately about how things are going to happen. Gonna get back to you on this, or if anyone wants to organize a competitive TDM event, well, step up and do it. Organize it yourself. It doesn't have to be me or Fard that organizes everything all the time, even though that's been the case for the longest time. Don't worry about that. So, there was one thing that was mentioned yesterday during the interview section of the FUNament. I just want to take just a quick second, if people don't necessarily know what it is. So here it is. It's called the K.I.N.D.R.E.D program. And some people have been very hyped about this recently, and it's been a while since I did a little promo spot of it. So what this is, it's an Excel sheet, okay? And this Excel sheet is kind of like, you know, when you go to the gym and you meet a trainer, and the trainer goes like, okay, what do you want to work on? What do you want to do? Like, you want to improve yourself, but where, in what areas do you want to improve yourself? So I've got this Excel sheet that you can copy and keep for yourself, and you've got the instructions that are written here. You've got some tabs. Sorry, hold on. Let me just squeeze this in here. You've got some tabs at the bottom, a tab for instructions, and you've got different levels: beginner, advanced, expert, master, and legend. If ever you find the game a little boring, or you go like, I want to get better at the game, I want to improve, I don't know exactly how to improve myself inside the game, well, this is one of the solutions that we've managed to cook up with different skill levels. You've got 3 different types of challenges that you've got on each tab. You've got weapons challenges, you've got stats challenges where you try to reach a certain number in your stats, and you also have gameplay challenges where you change the way that you play and you try to reach certain objectives. And as you move along from tab to tab, things get a little bit more difficult, and really difficult when you hit master. Yeah, even people that have played the game since the beginning are probably going to sweat at a few things in the master tab. And in the legend tab, that's if you're completely insane. That's for the content creators that want to, let's say, make videos or make content or have streams where you display like how skilled you are and see if you can beat any of those extremely hard challenges that are there. But yeah, I'm expecting most people to, have a hard time to, like, if you're starting Bloodhunt, you're probably gonna have a hard time playing beginner, advanced. Probably most people that have already have an experience or know a lot how to play Bloodhunt, probably gonna skip to the expert tab and then try to sink their teeth into the master tab. But yeah, it's a little thing that I did myself. You can copy it inside on your Google account, in your Google Drive account, and then work on from there. You want to add some other lines, you want to add some other tabs, you want to make some new records and all of this, you can change this the way that you want. You can You can do whatever you want. It's yourself. You are yourself improving the way that you want. You're like, let's say you filled in this entire weapons challenge tab that you've got here, and you go like, well, maybe, you know, I managed to do it, but I placed like, you know, less than rank 10 inside all of those matches what I did, like weapons challenges like this. Is there a way that I can improve? Okay, let's do this again. Let's try to improve. There's also a few variants that are there at the end if ever you want to spice things up even more, or you want to find other ways to improve yourself. There's also an all weapons challenges tab here because this was requested by some people. Can I have all the weapons in one sheet? Because when I load up the game, it doesn't mean that when I load up the game that I'm going to have a silenced SMG right there waiting for me. Maybe it's going to be a Tommy gun, so I'm just going to go, okay, this time it's going to be my Tommy gun run. Or, you know, it's whatever weapon happens in front of me, so it's a little bit more doable if you've got all the weapons challenges in front of you at the same time. Okay, so that's enough promo for this type of stuff. Let's get back to the news. So, in terms of other events that we've got scheduled and arranged, we've got Fashion Victims. So Fashion Victims, as most of you know, it's a little event where you send your best picture of your vampire fit with the outfits that are inside the game. Following the theme. The theme this time is business in the front. You have up until, well, basically tonight. I'm probably gonna leave it open a few more hours after this. But yeah, you submit your best outfit, your best picture of an outfit that follows the theme business in the front. Our judges are going to look at all the selections. They're gonna pick six selections out of the whole bag of people, and then in the next few days, probably on Monday or Tuesday, I'll put up a voting form, and the rest of the community will be voting on which one they think is the best. It's going to be a comparative vote where you have to compare between vote A or vote B multiple times, switching the things around. If ever you played World of Warcraft, this is based on the trial of style type of voting. And whoever at the end is going to be coming up at the top is going to be the cream of the crop that rises to the top. They are going to win a Fiercely Loyal outfit, Lupin outfit, Fluorophore tattoo. So if ever you want to get those prizes before those prizes go away at the end of the month, this is one of your chances. Also, whenever the vote is going to be out there, there is a chance. There's going to be from all the people. I'm going to take all the names of the people who vote, and I'm going to pick one random name out of there, and that random person is going to win a Bend the Knee emote code for Bloodhunt. So that's a little incentive to vote. So yeah, this is, if you haven't sent in your submission, if you want to get these prizes, I'm going to leave the form up for a few more hours. What it's supposed to be like, 40 minutes from now. Still gonna leave it up. I'm gonna wait until tomorrow or something like that. Or no, probably at the end of the night. Yeah, probably the end of the night. Anyways, so that's one thing. Another little event that's happening is the Scouting Prague event that happens every Wednesday. So every Wednesday, FAR posts a new pick, and also, ends the previous forum, starts a new one. It's every Wednesday that it happens. By the way, all the links for all of these events are all posted in the Bloodhunt Discord. If ever you haven't been in the Bloodhunt Discord, here is the link in chat. There is a specific channel inside the Bloodhunt Discord called the Community Events channel. You go into there, all the events that are happening that are made by the community, everything is going to be posted there. You might have to scroll a bit to find the event that you want because there's been a lot of them. So yeah, what you do inside here, as I click in the form here, what you need to do, the objective of this is you need to grab the same outfit, the same archetype, and find the location of the screenshot that we've got here. So this is the screenshot that FAR posted. You need to identify the outfit and the archetype that she's using there. You don't necessarily need to have the hair. It's just like those 3 things that you need to do. You just need the outfit, the archetype, and the location, and you need to take the screenshot and submit it. That's all you got to do. And you're gonna have your chance of winning either the Fiercely Loyal outfit or the Lupin outfit from all of the people that submit their screenshots. And this is an event that happens every week, but it's gonna be one of the last ones to have these prizes because we're going to be changing those soon. And also, this little screenshot that is posted along with the form, this screenshot is a hint. It's a hint of where you're going to find the location. It's a little hint that's here, if you look closely. All right, so this is it for the events and the news about Bloodhunt. I have one little discovery to share with all of you. As you know, some people know, I like to spend some time on Artstation. Artstation's a website where artists post their art. And sometimes, in the case of Bloodhunt, there's some artists that work on Bloodhunt that post some of the work that they've done. And here we have UlyssesGraphics. UlyssesGraphics. I don't know exactly if I'm pronouncing it correctly. So they are a video games art production and co-development studio that have worked with SharkMob on, well, from the things that they've posted, they've worked on a lot of 3D art for all of the weapons that you have inside the game. From the screenshots that I've seen, they've been like all of the 3D renders of the weapons that we have in game. It's from them, but also they've posted this 5 days ago. 5 days ago. So yeah, so they helped produce some in-game assets the way they describe it here. So yes, this infamous pumpkin head, and then we can see colored here with a bit of lighting. These are renders before they're even integrated inside the game. So these are inside the different software that they've rendered, that they've made them, that they have rendered them. And here you go. Here's the render of the female Ventru outfit that exists inside the game. Of course, it's untextured right now. So you've got, you know, this is the 3D render that they did on their end. You might recognize this. This is one of the outfits that was given out for free during the Christmas event and at the end of 2022. And one outfit that was given, this outfit came back recently for Lunar New Year. So this is a 3D rendition of that. We've got, so this is a mask that was given out as a drop very recently, and also a, I believe this is a Nosferatu outfit, if I'm not mistaken. So it's a little combo. And here we have a male outfit that I believe... Yeah, I believe it's male characters that can get them. It was from a recent battle pass, if I'm not mistaken. So yeah, UlyssesGraphics helped with a lot of that stuff. And also, if you care about this, they're also still working with SharkMob, but this time they are working on Exoborne. So collaborations still seem to be continuing from one game to the next. So yeah, another a collaboration partnership that was already working very well, that has been resumed and continued with the upcoming Exoborne game. Speaking of Exoborne, I just want to mention one little thing that's going to interest some players of Bloodhunt, but also some people that are interested in Exoborne. A very burning question about the state of Bloodhunt and the upcoming state of Exoborne. So there was an article that was released today, as they are currently they are at GDC, and PCGamesN has asked a few questions to Martin Holberg and Brian Lee Gibson, who are the leads on the game. They're talking here about there's a few paragraphs that starts with talking about how the environment and the weather of Exoborne is a determining factor in how people are going to play, how it's not only something to hinder you, but it's also something that can help you, and the different play styles that can happen with all of that, which is fine and good. But here's the second part of the interview, which some people are going to be very interested in hearing. I'm going to read it out loud. With Sharkmob's previous game, Vampire the Masquerade Bloodhunt, shutting down active development just over a year after launch, we ask what the team would say to players who might be worried about committing to Exoborne in case something similar were to happen. That's a super fair question to have, Holberg responds. I think the thing that I would tell those people is that when we worked on Vampire the Masquerade, that was a licensed product. This, he means Exoborne, is something that we have developed on our own, that we fully own by ourselves. It's a different level of commitment in that sense, and it's a different level of project. And this is also a project that is fully backed by our current publisher, which wasn't the publisher we signed a deal for Bloodhunt with. So when he's talking about the current publisher, the publisher is Level Infinite, which you might know from representing a bunch of other games. So I don't exactly remember what the name of the other publisher was. I didn't have time because this landed on my lap just a few hours ago. No Cup of Blood. If people are AFK streaming, you should absolutely report them. You should absolutely be reporting them, Cup of Blood. And they say also, Exoborne is yet to announce a release date, but you can visit its storm page on Steam to add it to your wish list if you want to be kept up to date with the latest information. So, again, fair question to ask. It's not exactly answering the question about, what's going to be happening with the shutting down of the active development. There is a correlation here with the fact that Vampire the Masquerade is a licensed product. So what exactly does that mean? Like I said, I'm not a game dev, so I don't know the intricacies of how exactly that works yet. I'll be investigating to understand exactly what that means. But what that means is probably, if you're reading between the lines, it would seem that because Exoborne is entirely a Sharkmob made product that they own entirely, at 100%, if ever, it seems that if ever they want to continue to support their own game, there are some things related to that. I guess some decisions, some costs, some red tape, some, in terms of politics, in terms of licensed product that play along with this. With Bloodhunt, that they don't play it, they don't come into play with Exoborne. So that would probably mean that they probably have a little bit more leeway to do whatever they want in terms of Exoborne. That's as far as I can, step forward without, going into, too much vague speculation on my end. But yeah, it might not change that much, but it's also it's a question that they know that they have. I would love to see a little bit more explanation, a little bit more development of what that answer means, just to unpack it a little bit more. But it's definitely dodging a little bit, there's a bit of a dodging of answering the question there in a kind of, sort of, way to answer it without necessarily going into specifics. So probably there's stuff about Bloodhunt that they are not at liberty to share of things that have been happening. Maybe that's something. Anyways, I don't know exactly what to make of this, except, hey, maybe it's gonna be things are gonna be better with Exoborne, is what I'm reading from all of this. Like, probably things are gonna be better with Exoborne, or maybe develop or like handled better than the way that they've been handling the ending of the active development with Bloodhunt. But who knows? We're gonna see. Hopefully, yeah, we're gonna hope for them that Exoborne is not going to go through the troubles of the launch that Bloodhunt has already. There are many signs that show that they have learned their lessons from Bloodhunt already. Just already the fact that the entire game of Exoborne is entirely in UE5, and a bunch of other things that I've already discussed. That seems like okay, there are signs to show that lessons have been learned. Is just like, let's see if they can actually, move forward with the launch to make sure that the launch is actually going is going smoother than what they had with Bloodhunt. Let's just leave it at that before I put a foot in my mouth again. So, that's the part of the evening where I tell you what's happening, what's up, what can we expect. Well, the community vote is going to be happening in let's do math, 24 minutes from now. So we're going to see. That's going to be interesting. We have the Scouting Prague event that is still going on. We're going to have Fashion Victims. On next Saturday, we're going to have Trio's competitive event for PC. And then, we're going to have new drops on a new series of drops on Friday. We're going to have a top 100 streamers list that's going to be active on Friday as well. But what happens then? What are we going to see in April? Well, we're trying to find that out. I know we're going to have a FUNament. I don't know exactly when. If ever the competitive event goes well, there's probably going to be another competitive event that's going to be happening in April. Can't confirm. A lot of things in the air. Also, April, at the end of April, 2nd anniversary of Bloodhunt launch. Maybe some things are going to happen. I don't know. We're organizing things. I'm going to let you know for sure. And I know personally from my channel, hey, I said I was going to do a big channel giveaway for my followers. Well, I have to organize that. That's going to be happening very likely in April because I don't have other times to do it. So very likely in April, big giveaway for my channel as well. So for these events, as usual, I tell you, spread the words. Remember to sign up when there's events who require you to sign up, right? Participate, and I want to make it clear, everyone can join up on these events, like even the competitive one. So yeah, join, participate, watch the streams, or just lurk. It's all good. Right now, all we have for Bloodhunt is the community. Still, the community is the key. Still, the community is the way forward. A year later, we're getting to a year later after the end of development, and we're still here, and the servers are still going. Not going as good as they did last year, but we're still going. As long as there's still people playing the game and still want to invest some time and energy inside this game and playing this game, servers are going to stay up. So it's up to us. If people want to leave, they're bored and want to get to another game, things are going to end up the way that they're going to end up, But in the meantime, if you like this game, if you want to support it, it's only going to die if we let it die. So in the meantime, help out, have fun, play the game. Try to help if you want to help. If you are going to hinder, please step out of the way. If you're going to be neutral about stuff, be neutral about stuff. That's fine, enjoy the streams and all of that stuff. Don't burn yourself out trying to complete any of the masteries. What we've got right now is community and community incentives to keep the game going. So, with that being said, hey, please give me a follow on Twitch. The channel keeps growing, and I appreciate everyone for joining up. Remember that when I stream Bloodhunt, you always get the special drops. I do some code giveaways, like that big giveaway I'm going to be doing soon. Follow me on Twitter. I've also got a lot of things that are happening on Twitter. It's one of my main main sources of communication. If you don't have Twitter, you don't want to deal with Twitter, you can always join in my Discord. All my tweets are posted there automatically. Every time I go live, there's also an automatic post. All the events are posted there as well. And if you are right now live on the channel, stick around. After I'm done with the recording, I'm going to be giving away a purple pane code for PC players only. And yeah, in a few minutes, we're going to see the results of the community vote together. So stick around, everyone. In the meantime, that's it for us here in terms of news. Be kind to each other and to yourself. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next week.